Yan, nagpultrihan.
Jomaya, IFM.
Angelo?
Angelo.
Oo, andyan. Pwede din ka ba po? Last year pumunta kami dito eh.
And even for spreading and building up the kingdom of God. My brothers and sisters, as we listen to the word of the Holy Gospel according to Mark. But later as the 11 were at table, Jesus said,
May yung idea kung ano tag-init.
Mayor.
Kami dito mo yun ka.
Warming system for Cagayan de Oro River Basin, which includes this flood forecasting and warning center. This milestone greatly benefits numerous low-lying communities along one of the major river basins in the Philippines, as they now have access to more timely, accurate, and reliable flood warning information. The introduction of state-of-the-art technology, including additional expand radars, rainfall gauging stations, and an upgraded telecommunication network, will further strengthen disaster preparedness efforts. More importantly, it will boost preventive measures that not only protect lives but also safeguard the livelihoods of the people of Bukidnon and Misamis Oriental. The government of Japan applauds the continuous and unwavering commitment of the Philippine government in enhancing the country's disaster mitigation capacity. This initiative is a crucial step in ensuring the well-being of the communities, especially as the frequency and intensity of natural disasters continue to pose challenges to the country's socio-economic development. By focusing on disaster risk reduction, the Philippines is laying the ground for a safer, more resilient future for its citizens. I would also like to extend our gratitude to all the government agencies, local authorities, and dedicated individuals whose tireless aim
reach them faster. Here, I would like to emphasize that the fraud forecasting and warning information is effectively only when the citizens are properly informed about the risks and aware of the need for evacuation upon guidance of PAGASA. In order to maintain the functionality of the facility, operational maintenance of the monitoring equipment provided to PAGASA and the Cagayan de Oro
in the region. I would like to begin with two questions. First, do you believe that the Philippines is a land of beauty? Of course, yes. With its breathtaking landscape, rich biodiversity, and abundant natural resources, it is no surprise that the answer is a resounding yes. Now, my second question, do you also believe that it is a land of the beast? If you ask me, I would say yes. This beauty, the beautiful landscapes we have been shaped and often challenged by the forces of nature. Situated in one of the most disaster-prone regions of the world, the Philippines is constantly exposed to typhoons, earthquakes, floods, volcanic eruptions. Yes, this very beast of nature has sculpted the beauty of our land. For example, our pristine white beaches were most likely uplifted corals by earthquakes and formed by weathering of rocks and the skeletal remains of marine organisms like corals and shells. The iconic chocolate hills of Bohol took shape over millions of years through tectonic uplift caused by earthquakes. Limestone erosion. Mayon volcano in Bicol, with its near-perfect cone, stands as a symbol of both beauty and danger, reminding us of the volcanic forces that shaped our archipelago. Many of our mountains were lifted by earthquakes and sculpted by landslides and floods. Therefore, the Philippines exists as it does today because of nature's immense power, both its fury and its grace.
Unveiling of our
You may now unveil the marker.
Thank you so much.
The
Congratulations
marker
to
is
each
now
and
officially
everyone.
unveiled. Let us capture this historic moment for the group photo. We kindly request Secretary Sudo and Secretary and the President to remain famous by the Secretary as we commemorate this occasion.
Shortly after this unveiling and ribbon cutting, we will now proceed to our press conference together with our media partners.
So the ribbon has been cut. The symbolic act makes the official opening of the improved Cagayan de Oro River Basin flood forecasting and warning system, signifying a new chapter of progress.
I strongly believe that Japan did their part already. I strongly believe that the next part should be for the local government units to work together and work on how to maximize the equipment. As the chairman of the Committee on Mindanao Affairs in the House of Representatives, if elections go well, what I was thinking of, that the region then, consisting of 6 provinces, must form a committee where we are not only able to ask the help and assistance of DOST and the Japanese government, but to protect the facilities as well, so that we will be able to use it until there's new technology that will be coming. So let me assure the Japanese government, let me assure His Excellency, the Good Secretary, that after the elections, God willing, we will try to call all the local government units, all the national agencies involved in working and protecting the community, that we must work together. That is what I can help with that said project. Thank you, Mayong Buntag.
Office, and then they are translated into warning information para mas madaling maintindihan ng mga users, particularly our particularly. In the dissemination, we utilize all forms of media, of course, including the social media, because it's the easiest way to disseminate information anytime and more efficiently. And of course, when there are extreme weather events, direct broadcasting, the radio, and of course, the media are coming in for information, and they help us disseminate this information to the public.
Thank you, sir. And this is to Congressman Bambi Manokong. So, Kong, in relation to this project, do you have any plans or programs to the community in relation to this Cagayan de Oro River Basin flood forecasting and warning system, Kong, especially in Misamis Oriental?
Thank you. As I was saying earlier, firstly, the technology has been given. It has been granted. I think the first and best thing to do is for us to protect the technology that was bestowed upon to protect the lives of Misamis Oriental, Cagayan de Oro, and Region 10. Second, we will try to work with all the local government units and try to gather all of them, collaborate with them on how we are able to maximize that technology. And hopefully with the technology, we will be able to protect not only properties but lives. The technology that was given are so focused in Cagayan de Oro and Misamis Oriental. But the 5 provinces of Region 10 will be able to benefit, even the islands of Camiguin. When there will be challenges with the weather, Camiguin will also benefit. So I think the next best thing to do is collaborate and hopefully again maximize the given technology. I hope it satisfies the good gentleman.
Thank you, Kong.
The best way to really approach this challenge is to educate them by giving them a scenario on how they will be affected, how their family members will be affected. So kung ikaw naman mayor, how will that whole town or city will be affected? Hindi lang kasi warning yung dapat malaman ano yung magiging epekto. Kaya ang Pag-asa, if you've heard of this, they're also into what we call impact-based forecasting. So may ulan, may baha, pero ano mangyayari sa mga lugar, kailangan ding banggitin at kailangan matutunan ng mga tao bago pa magkaroon ng mga warning. Kumbaga, pagdating sa lindol, ilan ang mamamatay, ilan ang masisirang mga bahay, kasama ba sila o hindi. So ganoon din sa baha, yun yung gagawin. So a lot of educational campaign and coordination with communities would be needed.
And to start, we now have the technology. We very well know that the Japanese government and the Japanese people are supreme when it comes to technology. And earlier, as I was listening to the program, we have the most advanced state-of-the-art technology given to by the Japanese government and China, and of course with the good secretary. I believe we can start right after this press con by telling people, hey, the Pag-asa and DOST has now the technology to tell you if the rain and the forecast is really adverse to you and to your neighbors. And this is accurate. And if you do not follow the government's rules, instructions, but especially when it comes to evacuation, it will have repercussions. I think this is the best way to start. That's how I look at it. We now have the best technology. We were given the best technology. Believe me, it's accurate. And if Pag-asa, if DOST tells us that there will be challenges, there will be floods, protect your loved ones, protect your family. We now have the technology. We are so blessed that if ever Sendong, or the beast that was called Sendong, will come sooner or later, then we are given advance notice. Thank you.
But the flood got delayed. I studied the history of rainfall in the area. Although I'm not from Pag-asa, I'm a scientist. I have to review all the satellite-based rainfall forecast. And it's supposed to flood early on, but the flood came early morning. What happened was the landslides in the upstream part of both Cagayan de Oro and Iligan rivers blocked the water. And that landslide debris dam created a water dam that made it grow and brought all down the mud and the trees. That's what happened. So with this monitoring system, you can actually monitor if there is increased water level in some areas more than usual as calculated from the rainfall. Because if it's damp in the upper part, the water there will be very high and the water below will not be very high. In fact, you don't need to know the actual river measurement, but if you notice that the upstream is raining heavily and there is not much flood going down, then the water has been trapped. And so that can be verified using the system. So I wanted to explain it that way because most of the killer floods in the Philippines recently are landslide debris dam breakout. Yung flood na naharang ng landslide ng tubig sa Kabulwak. So we have to...
December, people were preparing. It was supposed to be a happy season for Filipinos because we celebrate Christmas almost 3 to 6 months. So happiness turned into sorrow, and life turned into death. I very well remember during that time, my father was local chief executive. He was mayor of Cagayan. He was blamed because of all the death. It was even like we killed all the people who died during the Sendong. And with the current technology that has been given to us, I very well believe that local governments are so fortunate to have this, that we will be able to tell already time and hopefully the rainfall in the province and in the city should protect our residents. That's why I'm very honored. We actually have an event today. It's political. It's actually very interesting season. We are supposed to go to for his covenant signing for all those who are running this coming elections. Last night, the governor and I discussed this. He is represented by Attorney Pacana. And we decided that he will go and sign in behalf of I. And I'll be joining here so that I will be able to hopefully represent the province of Misamis Oriental under Governor Onabe to tell you that we are 101% supporting and hopefully what happened during the Sendong and during the other floods and the typhoons will not anymore take away lives, destroy property in the province, in the city, in the region, in the islands of Mindanao. And hopefully, because we have the secretary, as I have told you, said, Mindanao, Misamis Oriental never forget how thankful we are with this planetarium and the technology that we have given to us. We very well know it could have been given to other provinces, it could have been given to other cities, and yet
the good secretary with the president, current President Bongbong Marcos, Secretary Solido, gave it to Cagayan de Oro, gave it to Bukidnon. More than that, further, Japanese government gave it to us. This is already a blessing to us. And it's very timely. We will celebrate summer only for 2 months. Come June, it's monsoon season. And we will now be able to hopefully protect every life, property, the people that we are supposed to serve. Thank you. Thank you.
Have been very up to date. The way that the national government changed the system of using the disaster funds. Before it was only actually for response, and now part of it, a huge part of it was given for us to be able to prepare for preparedness. I have seen competitive local government units. I have seen the national government trying to give incentives for local government that has prepared that has been prepared, trained personnel for eventualities and calamities. I want to believe that we had, technology-wise, might not be up at par with other first world nations, but we are actually prepared. I think the next best thing to do is for the national government, like DPWH and DSHUD, local governments, to work together. The technology that was given, I believe, will be able to help us protect even more. If it's 60-70% that we are prepared right now, I believe in the technology given, then we will be able to upgrade our disaster preparedness, sir.
Welcome to Planetarium.